On this episode of Straight Right Garage, we are back again at the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police impound lot to see what they have to offer this week. Let's get started. So yes, it is another virtual auction. I know a lot of you want to go and see the government auctions on govdeals.com or at Kessler Schaefer. Unfortunately, there's nothing there. Kessler Schaefer auction on the northwest side of Indianapolis isn't running anything right now, and there's hardly anything good on govdeals.com. Within about a 100-mile radius, there's just a handful of vehicles scattered here and there. It's just there's just no content there. So I believe it's because it's the beginning of the year and probably budgets haven't come out and they haven't been buying their vehicles yet, so they haven't been sending their old ones to the auction as of yet. So as soon as they start doing that, we'll get back out there and we'll look at some cars and we'll do the government auctions as well, see what kind of city vehicles and police cars that we can find. But until then, we have a lot of cars at the impound auction. There's over 200 cars this time. There's usually just over 100 cars, maybe 100, 125, give or take. But this week we have like 219 or something like that, I believe. Let me look real quick here. It's 213 vehicles at the police impound lot. So a lot of people have been getting their vehicles impounded and not getting them back out for whatever reason. So let's see what they have to offer today. Okay, the very first thing that we are going to look at today is this 2001 Toyota Tacoma. Toyota, one of the best-selling vehicles around, and the Tacoma, very well sought after. Now, this has already got $2,400 on it. Now, the thing is, look right here. No miles are showing up. It's a 2001, and it has no keys. It's still bringing $2,500. Is that crazy or what? It's been wrecked here. It's been wrecked here. And it has a salvage title. And $2,600 on this old truck that they have no idea if it runs, no idea if it drives, and been wrecked and has a salvage title on it. It's that's just how much these things are worth. It's got what's that, a 3400 4 cam, 24 valve. The interior looks pretty good. It's 4x4. It's the what they call that, the TRD. I thought they were TROs now or whatever, but 4x4 off-road edition Toyota. So yeah, it's a good one, but I mean, it's 2001. It's got a little crash bar on it, got little lights on it. This will not be hard to fix. It kind of looks like there's a crack here in the hood, but $3,000 on it right now. They are really bidding this thing up without knowing anything at all about it. So it's actually pretty solid for a 2001 Toyota. These had a tendency to rust. I don't know. There it goes. $3,000. It is out of here. I don't know if these are the ones with the rusty frames or not, or if this one has had the frame replaced. But this is the only underbody picture they got, and this is the only part of the frame that you can see right here, and it looks pretty good. So $3,000. It seems kind of high on this truck. I don't know how much you can sell this for, but this may have just went to somebody that just wants to drive it around. If it runs and drives, you make a key for it and it starts up and you drive it off, it's good. If there's anything wrong with this, well, you could be thousands of dollars into it trying to fix it. So I hope it's worth it. I don't know the price of these trucks, but $3,000. Well, let's move on to the next one. So the next thing we have up here real quick is this 1983 Chevy square body. It's 1175 on it right now. I'm not bidding on this. It's a little bit high for me. One of my friends wanted to bid on this, so it's like, yeah, go ahead. I'm not really interested in this one, even though it's really solid. $1,400 on it right now. It's going high. This has a changed out engine. You see, it has the top bolt valve covers on it, so that's a newer model engine. Hopefully, it's a 96 and above. Is that the Vortec? I can't remember, but man, this is in good shape. Yeah, that's not bad. $1,400. We'll have to call him up and see if he got that truck or not. But it's fair. What would that be? I didn't look at the fees on that. You always got to pay the fees on that. It probably had like $300. So it's probably about $1,800, $1,850, something like that, with auction fees maybe. So not bad for a square body. Square bodies are pricey. Now, next up on our list, we have a 2004 Chevy Express van. This one has been wrecked. It looks good right here, but if we come over here, boom, she's been crashed. That wheel's been ripped to the side there quite a bit. That one's not quite as turned as much as that one. So suspension is messed up. She's crashed here. Inner structure's messed up. You can put this back together, but I would not, because it doesn't show the miles, but it's a 2004 and it should have a 6.0 liter engine, 6.0 LS, with the good transmission in it as well. The two-wheel drive 4L80E transmission. So this is your LS swap right here, all in one convenient package. So that's why these vans are popular to get out of the impound lot, even or especially since they've been crashed. This been crashed, you know it ran. It was towed here because of the accident. It only has $575 on it, and they make this so hard to see the auction fees. Oh, see how hard it is to get your auction fees? They do not want you to know. Are they gone? Where are the auction fees? I don't see the auction fees right now. Next on the block. Well, $575 is this sold for, plus auction fees of like $200. So just under $800, I think, or just a little over $800 on this van right here. Your LS swap is all ready to go. Wiring harness, engine, transmission, all that fun stuff for way cheaper than buying it individually. Plus, you can scrap out the van and cut it up, take it to the scrap yard. Like I do, I use these panels and patch floor pans. So this would have been a good one to get for me, but I don't need it right now. I'm focusing on trying to get something that runs already. So moving on. Now we come to a 2009 Audi Q5. I liked these cars back in the day. They're pretty cool. They're stylish and everything. They're a little bit dated now. This one's a little bit beat up, but they still bring pretty good money. This is the old baller on a budget vehicle. These were quite pricey back in the day, but this one, it seems to have some issues. First of all, it's set on kilometers for whatever reason. So it's 400,000, 15 kilometers, 415,000 kilometers. 2009, has keys, engine runs, went into gear. So that part's good. It looks like it was in a small accident right here. The fender's all bent up. Sometimes these things get impounded because they're in a slight accident, but the driver doesn't have a license or they're shook up, they can't drive, they think they need to go to the hospital, whatever, and boom, it just sold for $775 while I was just rattling on there. So that was a quick one and a cheap one, $775. I probably should have been paying attention to that one because I kind of like this one. So that's about $1,000 with auction fees, give or take. The interior is pretty good shape. Yeah, this is not bad. I should have been paying a little bit more attention. I probably could have snatched that up and we could have made a couple of dollars. These go for about $3,000, give or take. Sold. Next on the block. Yeah, it ran. Yeah, okay. It ran and everything went into gear. So 400,000 kilometers is about 250-ish actual miles. Miles per whatever. So that's kind of high for an Audi. So I don't know if this would have been a good one or not, but there was a video of it and it was running and sounded okay. So I think that was a good deal. Wish I would have been paying a little bit more attention. So on to the next one. Next up, we have a 2015 Chevy Silverado, but she's been wrecked a little bit. Let's look at that. Here she is. She's beat up pretty good. still bringing $1,300. 275,000 miles, has keys, cranks will not start. Probably because it wasn't an accident. It might be knocked out of gear or something simple, but I'm pretty sure this will run. The airbags are set off, or at least the driver's airbags, steering wheel airbag is set off. The truck is filthy. And yeah, this is, I don't know. It's worth $1,500 plus $1,600, $1,675. Definitely worth that. It's a 4x4, so she's got the probably the 5.3 in her. It's got the V8 right there. So this should have 5.3 in it. It should be fixable. It's definitely disgusting. They did not take care of it. But for about $2,000, probably well worth the money to fix that one up. So I'd say good deal on that one. Next up, we have a another Chevy Silverado. This is a regular cab. $875 on this one. What's the deal on it? It's no mileage is showing up, but it runs and it goes into gear. So perfectly fine regular cab, and it looks pretty good actually. There's a slight bump right here, and the tailgate's kind of beat up. So it was a work truck. A little bit of rust there. This ought to be worth about $2,500 come tax sale season. It's already at $1,100 and about $300, $400. So it's already about $1,600. So they need to slow down on the bidding if they want to make any money. But if they want a good work truck, this was it. New bidder. 1175. Okay. So we're still doing pretty good. Plus auction fees. I can't see the auction fees right now. I got to put in my $100 credit hold, I guess. And I had to resubmit some information in between these takes. So I was not prepared, so I could not have bid on any of those cars to begin with. And there she goes, $1,175. I call that a good deal. The trucks are going for some pretty good deals right now, so good time to buy a truck. Okay, for my van life people, this auction has a lot of vans in it for whatever reason. But there was a few people that asked me about vans and getting them out of the auction. So this is, for example, a 1999 Ford van, has almost 200,000 miles on it. Whoops, I didn't read all of it. There's no key, so we don't know if this one runs or not. This is more of a window van, but it could easily be converted, passenger van rather. And it has no seats in it, so this one's already ready. You just gotta black out the windows and put your bed and stuff in here, and you're ready to roll out, as long as this is a good running vehicle, that is. But yeah, Ford does pretty good on their vans. Right now it's at $1,450, $1,500, and I finally got signed in so I can see the fees here. And $1,525, so that's $2,000 with auction fees. So we got our auction fees back. Now we know how much this stuff is really going for. So about just over $2,000. It's $1,625 right now. But this looks like a good van lifer right here. Should be pretty easy to convert since half the work's already done for you, the cleaning it out part. Looks like somebody was probably using this as a work van, and it got impounded, or it looks like he's got a slight dent here. Maybe it was in a small accident. So $1,625, just over $2,000 for that van there. And here we have yet another van. This is another Chevy van, but it's been wrecked a little bit harder than that last Chevy van that we looked at. This one could be put back together. The wheels are straight. The suspension isn't jacked up on this one, but the LS engine is what I would go for on this one. $600 on this. Looks like $856 with auction fees. So under $1,000. This one runs and drives, has keys with it, but it does have 329,000 miles, which it's kind of high, but not too bad. So $800 for this one with auction fees, and you're good to go. Make it a parts vehicle, LS swap, or put it back together and go van life. And a lot of vans. So this video is being shot the second week of January. It's the beginning of the time that you want to start buying vehicles to save up for tax refund season, which is coming up in 4-6 weeks, depending on when you watch this video. So the end of February, or actually the start of February, somewhere in February, I don't know. End of February, 1st of March, somewhere in there. I can't remember exactly when you can start filing your tax refunds. A lot of people just do that early thing that really need their money to get it back. So this is beginning of January right now. Nobody has any money. Apparently some people have money. They're bidding on these cars. These are the people that are buying these cars and getting them ready for tax check refund season. This is probably the best time to buy of the entire year. And in a few weeks, it's going to be the absolute best time to sell in the entire year. So what you want to do is buy these cars right now before the end of January, middle of February, and get stocked up on these cars, because as soon as tax checks come, you won't be able to touch this stuff. Now, normally I do not recommend buying a Nissan Altima, but let's look at this one right here. This is a 2008 Nissan Altima. I think it's the first year of the CV, whatever you call it, transmissions. It's got $800 on it right now. This one, well, it's missing a wheel here. These wheels, studs are broken off. So this wheel got loose. These studs broke off. They left it alongside the road or had to have it impounded or whatever, but it was running. It says it has keys, it runs. Right now it's $875, which is $1,172 with tax or auction fees on it. But this is a clean body. It has 150,000 miles on it. So this is a runner, and you know it's a runner. So tax refund season, people like Altimas. People that don't know anything about cars like Nissan Altimas. And then in about another 25,000 miles, that transmission is going to go out. But it's going to get somebody about 2 years worth of 2 years worth of service before that actually happens. And then you just throw away the car or part it out, have it crashed, whatever. Is not really worth anything. But yeah, it's a good deal for now. Okay, here we have a classic Bronco. The old cars seem to go high a little bit in this auction sometimes. The Broncos, these big body Broncos, are starting to go up in value, so they're pretty good to get a hold of. This one, $1,850 with $2,300 in auction fees. What's to say about this one? Only 84,000 miles, but it probably only has 5-place odometer, went into gear, ignition just turned. So she's a runner, and it went for about $2,300 right there. So I don't know if that's a good deal or not. I haven't been pricing the Broncos. That one was wrecked a little bit too, but it was probably in an accident, got impounded, and they didn't go back and get it. That's too bad. All right, look at this one. It's a 2006 Mustang right here. It is bashed bad. Oh, it is so messed up. I hope they didn't have a passenger, but it's got the, I don't know, what did they put in the 2006 Mustang? That's not Coyote yet, right? It doesn't look like it's not that wide. $1,475 on it right now. About $2,000 with auction fees. I mean, you're not putting that back together, but I imagine, man, if it was a Coyote, that'd be good for a swap. So is that a 4.6 still? I don't know. I don't know what they put in that, but $2,000 for that. I think it would part out good. You can probably get your money back out of the body parts and some of the interior parts, and probably just use that engine transmission and something else. It was an automatic, wasn't a stick or anything, but I guess it's an okay deal. Okay, I just looked it up. I mean, Carfax.com says that a 2006 Mustang GT had a 4.6 liter engine in it, which it's not that great compared to like the Coyote, but I guess if you wanted to swap that over into a Crown Vic, you take that engine transmission, stick it into an old police car, that would be pretty cool. And then you can, you know, kind of beef it up from there. But I don't know. You know, I kind of take that back. I think that's a little bit high on that car, but it would part out pretty good. I think you could get most of your money back on that, if not all of it. and just stick that engine and transmission into an old police car. That's the route I would go, but I'm not a Ford guy. Okay, so next up we have a 2012 Toyota RAV4, another Toyota product. This one, it doesn't have any keys or anything. It's already bringing $1,100 right now, and she's kind of beat up. But again, it's a Toyota. If we look on the wheels and stuff, we see a lot of mud, like it probably drove off the road or something. So that makes it a little bit scary. We don't know what happened to this one, if it was damaged underneath or anything. So not one I would really want. Looks like somebody had been living in it. $1,300, $1,400, but these cars they can be pricey. So that's $1,700, $1,800, $1,800, $1,900 now with auction fees. 1922 at $1,475. So you got to watch out for those auction fees, people. That was a little bit salty for this one. You know absolutely nothing about, and it was obviously driven off-road and damaged, probably down low. But if you're good at fixing up cars, you can make some pretty good money. This is about $3,500 at tax refund time, coming up in a few weeks. Okay, now our next car, it is a 2011 Chevy Impala, and it looks like it's a pretty decent one here. 158,000 miles, 2011, has keys, runs, went into gear, so everything seems to work as it should on this one. It looks pretty good. It's covered with snow and ice a little bit. We have nasty winters here sometimes, but this is a big seller during tax refund season. This is the car that people buy. It's kind of sporty, I guess. A lot of people like the Impala, but it's got $1,300 bid on it. So that one just sold, and that's not a bad deal for this car. I mean, it's got good miles. It'll go another 100,000 miles easy. It's not awful on the inside, so it looks like it was taken pretty decent care of. But somebody just lost it to the old impound lot for whatever reason. Pulled over warrants, left it on unplated on the street. We don't know what happened to this one. But 158, 2011, I'd say that was a good deal. That should be $3,000 easy, maybe $3,500 on tax refund season. So in a few weeks, buy it, collect it, save it, and sell it for double your money. And speaking of Impalas, we have another Impala. This one's a 2013. What was the last one? Was that 11? Something like that. I don't remember. I think there's the same body style, but it looks almost just like that other one. This obviously was taken on a better day. Just has a little bit of a dent here. Next on the block. And 167, so it's close on mileage. Runs, went into gear, has keys, all the other good stuff. Only has $1,000 on it. Should we bid on this? Let's hit it one time. Boom. $1,100. Oh, we're a winner. Or we're winning. So since that other one went for $1,300, new bidder. Yep, we got outbid on it already. I would say we would be safe on bidding about the same amount. $1,200. It's like $1,500 with auction fees if we bid one more time. And it's got like 13 seconds. It looks pretty good except for this area right back here. I don't know. I think we'll pass. Maybe if I didn't have to do any work to it and just clean it up. But it went for $1,175. At least we threw a bid in on there. We tried. We didn't get that one. But I think this would be a good one for tax season. I'm just worried about, I didn't go out and look at this one, so I'm just a little bit worried about any other damage that might be underneath of here and the rear suspension area. That was my only concern, but I threw one bid in on there. I can't tell if that quarter panel was damaged or not, but it is a moot point now. Let's go look at some more. Okay, the next car I want to show you is it's a 2007 Infiniti G35. These are actually pretty peppy cars. Sort of like a next on the block businessman sports car. they they are pretty quick. This one's been damaged a little bit. I can't remember what they did in a quarter mile, but I was thinking it was like low 14s, high 13s and a quarter mile. They got the little 6-cylinder in here. I can't remember if some of these came, well, it's sold already, came with turbos or not, but this one has 207,000 miles. It only went for $450,000 or $450, but I mean, she's been wrecked a bit on the sides here. This would make I don't know, a good car for the channel if we were to, you know, strip it down and see how fast we can make this car. That might be fun to get one of these and do that too. Not this one because it's already been sold and it's damaged a little bit harder than I would like. But I want to look for one of these and try to get one and see how fast we can make something like that. But it's a pretty good looking car, actually. Okay, the next one I want to show you is one that is in the impound auction a lot. It is the old Dodge Charger. Let's have a look at that. So this one right here is a 2016 Dodge Charger, and well, it has some issues. Both these tires on this side, well, they've been run down to absolutely nothing. Ran on the rims, and I think the reason was, let's see if we can see it here. These are bullet holes in the glass. So somebody got shot at in this car, and apparently they were trying to get away, or they got hit and trying to get to the hospital, one of the two. But the bumper's ripped off the back, the bumper's ripped off the front, the tires are worn down to the rims, and it really looks like this wheel is pushed back into the fender. So this is a real mess. They probably hit a curb or something trying to get away, push this wheel back. Suspension damaged, all that stuff. And it has $1,900 on bids on it. So that's crazy. So that's about $2,500 with auction fees for this car. And it is just torn up. Yes, it does have a Hemi in it, but it has 106,000 miles. So the miles are pretty good, but this car is just torn apart. Oh, it has a busted out window on this side too, and we don't know if the glass, this glass is expensive. So we got 3 glass that we know that's broke out. The back window is good. The front window may or may not be good. We need new bumper covers and suspension. So about $2,000 worth of damage to this $2,500 car. You're gonna have about $5,500 into this vehicle to get it back out on the road. That's not including maybe trying to paint this front end to make it look good. So this, not a good deal right here, unless you're just gonna park this car out. If you're gonna park the car out, there's some money to make. Not a whole bunch of money. If the engine and transmission's good, you probably can get your money back on that and then sell what little parts you have left over. But this isn't a smoking deal. It's just, it's okay if you're going to part it out. It's not okay if you're going to try and resell this car. So yeah, that's a no. Okay, next up, another Charger. This is a 2015 Charger. Was the other one a 2015 as well? I can't remember. But let's see if the pattern continues on overpriced cars. Now this one right here, it's been hit in the rear end, so it also has damage to it. Maybe a little bit more severe than the other one because this is in the back, and that's definitely not where you want one hit. But I don't know, the gap looks a little bit off here on the body line, but not too bad. But this one, this is only a V6 car, so it in theory should not go as much as the other one, even though it the front end's in better shape. Though that the color looks a little bit off on the fender there, but a lot of good parts on this one. It has 187,000 miles, which is more than the other one. Has power, will not crank. That's a common theme that goes on here. The interior, I mean, it's just plain. It's like a, what do they call them, SXT or something like that. But I mean, it's definitely a downgrade from the V8 car, the RT. but I bet you this one's going to go probably about the same. What was the other one for? I can't even remember, a couple $1,000, something like that. But it's getting ready to come up for bid right now, I believe. Let's see if it goes. There it goes. Okay, we got $1,025 on it right now, but a lot of good parts left on this one. So this would be more interesting for parts. It's bidding slow, so maybe it won't go as much. Nope, they're starting to hit it now. I spoke too soon. So let's come down here and look at our auction fees. $1,537. This, I guess, is not going to go as high. $1,537. I'd almost buy this one over the V8 car if I was going to part it out. There's a lot of good parts on this one over the other one, but the other one has that V8 Hemi, which those Hemi engines get a lot of ticks on them. So a nice low mile one like the other engine probably would be better, but this V6 it'll sell. There we go. We got a couple more bids. $1,250 on it right now. Brings us up to, what's it bring us up to? 17, okay, 13, 17, 1710 with auction fees. You're bidding, don't forget the auction fees, people. You're bidding $1,300 on a car, but the auction fees brings it up to $1,700. So those auction fees get a little bit high. The higher you bid, the more the auction fees become. So $1,700 on that one. I think this one's better. That one wasn't as bad, but it's still probably best to part this out, but it probably can be fixed too if you got the skills to pull this out and slap another bumper cover and next on the block. Looks like external bumper on there and a trunk lid. I didn't see that. That's probably why this body line's off. So this quarter panel's probably good. Needs a trunk lid, needs a bumper cover, the internal bumper, and beat all this out. And this is going to be back on the road, I'm pretty sure. This isn't a bad deal. I'll take it back. This one's pretty good. V6 Charger. It's definitely going to sell high money during tax season. This is probably fixed up, probably 5,000, maybe 6,000, depending on how well you fix this area right here. So, okay, that one wasn't so bad. Okay, next up we have a 2009 Toyota Corolla, which is right where you want them. These are some of the best cars they got going. Cranks will not start. $1,000 on it right now. Has 261,000 miles on it, which is starting to get kind of high, but still pretty good for a Toyota. $1,400 with the auction fees, and it has damage right here: bumper cover, fender, hood. Looks like the headlight's still good, but easily put back together. No big deal. If you get a car with damage, make sure it's in the front end area. These parts are super easy to get, super easy to put on. So it looks good. What I say, $1,400 with auction fees. That was a good deal right there. Definitely, $3,500, $4,000 car, tax season time. Good money to make off of that one. Now this one, is this a Camry too? Yep, it's a Camry. It's an 07 Camry, still right where you want it. This one goes into gear, 176,000. That's good miles for a Camry. Has about the same damage, a little bit harder there. It needs all the same stuff plus some suspension work. Oh, and a door. So you're going to be putting more money into this particular one. Oh no, the quarter panel's messed up too. Yipes. I think that just instantly turned it into a parts car, unless you have the skills. Yeah, that's all jacked up. But only $800. So if you have another Toyota that needs an engine, this is probably the way to go. I blew the radiator hose off of it and everything when it hit. So $800 is probably about $1,200 with auction fees, I imagine. So good parts car. All right, next up we have a 2013 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now this one, it's a bit of a gamble. It has 198,000 miles, has keys, cranks won't start. So many of these cars are crank and no start. So we don't know what is wrong with this one. It looks like it has a sticker on the side of the window, like it was sitting alongside the road. It probably broke down. I mean, it could have just ran out of gas, or who knows what happened to it. A sensor went bad, but This probably, well, it doesn't run, obviously. But Grand Cherokees, they're kind of pricey, as you can tell by this price. It's $13.25 already. And remember, auction fees. And they're so hard, they really don't want you to look at these auction fees. $1,700, $1,400 and $1,700 with auction fees, probably $1,800 now. Yeah, $1,900, $1,500. They really like the Jeep Grand Cherokee. $1,600, $2,100 with auction fees on that one. So that's where we're at right now. It has a really good body on it, but again, we do not know what is wrong with this. It is a gamble. Maybe something simple, maybe something really bad like a blown head gasket or a bad transmission, or, well, it doesn't start. It probably has a good transmission, but she's not starting. $1,750. It's about $2,300 with auction fees. Now those, when they run, they're worth a good little bit of money. Probably $4,000 come tax season. So it's a gamble. I don't think I want to gamble like that. So every time I go and try to buy something like that, it turns out to be a dud. So passing on that one. Now, if that Jeep Grand Cherokee had been a 14 instead of a 13, I would have been more interested in buying it because you can park those out and make a ton of money. But this is the 13. They changed just a little bit in 14. They had those radios with the, I can't remember what they call the radio, the display screen and all that other good stuff. The shifters, the consoles, the seats, the wheels, the tires, the suspension, everything parts out really well and quickly on those 14 and aboves. Don't know anything about the 13s and below, so not going to risk it on that one. Next up, we have a Mitsubishi Eclipse. You don't see these a whole lot. It's got a $1,000 bid on it. It's a, what they call that, the Spider. It runs, it goes into gear, has 153,000 miles on it. That is a pretty good car. It's gonna, well, sold for $1,000. The interior was halfway decent. That wasn't bad. That went quick. They already had a bunch of pre-bids on that one. So, yeah, there's a Kia Soul. These, oh, it has 271,000 miles on it. I was going to say these aren't awful. I don't like Kias. They're not the greatest. Wow, why are these going so fast? That only sold for $400. Nobody wanted it. I'm pretty sure that one ran. It had a sign on it. We didn't get to look at that one very good. Okay, well, let's try to look at this thing real quick. It's a Honda Fit. Usually Hondas are great to get, but man, a Fit, I don't know anything about the Fits. That's their cheapest of the cheaps, but it's got $1,300 on it, and it's a 2008. What'd I say on the miles? 140. That's usually pretty good on a Honda. I mean, it's got the Honda engine in it. It can't be that bad, can it? This, well, $1,400. What's that on auction fees? $1,922 on auction fees. So $2,000 car that'll get you back and forth to work, probably pretty reliably, I would imagine. But man, it's ugly. But it's bare bones, it's cheap, and most likely should be pretty reliable. I mean, if I just needed a car to go back and forth to work on, I don't see why not. For $2,000, that is definitely the way to go. I would buy that ugly little Honda Fit well over buying, you know, a nice looking Nissan Altima that's going to leave me stranded when the transmission goes out. So, yeah. Okay, next, speaking of tax time vehicles, we have this 2009 Chevy Malibu, which should be a pretty good one for making a little extra cash during tax time. Let's look at it real quick. Right, it only has $450 on it right now. Its body seems to be in pretty decent shape. Engine areas all nice and average, but has a little, looks like a little front end damage maybe, and it has keys, went into gear. Oh, will not go into gear. Sorry. Yipes. Well, there's some problems with that one. So I think we should move on from that one. Let's ignore that and go on to this Dodge Charger. Another 2015 Dodge Charger. So that's the third one so far. It says it runs or it says it drives, and it looks like it has some damage. This front fascia area right here seems to have been replaced. Has 192,000 miles, has keys, engine runs, went into gear. Oh, just sold for $19.50. That was fast. Chargers go pretty good, so I would call that an $19.50 okay deal. So yeah, we just had one, the V8 car. That was a V6 car. We just had one that went kind of high. The others, yeah, they're fair for what they are. It's just the V8 cars that are going for the big money, I guess. Just keep in mind that even those V6 cars, come tax refund season, they will sell for a rather hefty price. The V8 cars, I mean, they go for even more, but you have to buy them right. So there's nothing wrong with the Chargers. That one had some damage on it, but I think that was a fair price. Plenty of room to make a little extra cash, or just drive it around as a daily driver. Okay, we did the Toyotas. The next best thing to buy, especially this time of year, is the Honda. Right here is a 2009 Honda Accord. Let's look at it real quick. And yeah, it's been crashed a little bit in the front end, but only has $1,000 on it right now. Let's see what we got here. 168,000 miles, 09, went in the gear, all that good stuff, got keys. Just has some damage here on the front end, a little bit on the back end. Sold. $1,000, there it goes. So that was quick and easy. Some of these just fly right through the auction. I would say that was a good deal as well. It runs, it drives, it goes into gear. It's $1,000 plus, I don't know, like $350 worth of fees. I didn't look, but easy again at $2,300, I would say. $2,500 if you get everything fixed up on it. Maybe creeping up on $3,000 if you really make it look nice. But Honda's the way to go. Toyota, Honda, maybe some Subarus. I know some people don't like some Subarus, but the newer ones are okay. So if you stay in that area, it's hard to go wrong. Okay, next up we have something a little bit more fun. It is a 1999 Chevy Camaro. This one's going to be a little bit of a gamble. Let's have a look here. There's no sign on it, but the bid is only $675 right now, so that's pretty cheap. It's getting ready to come up. It's not live yet. The Camry's live, and it's getting ready to come up and start bidding on it here pretty soon. But let's have a look real quick here. It's no miles. It's 1999, no keys, so we don't know if it runs. So that's definitely a bit of a big gamble on something like this. It looks like it has a V6 in it. These engines are set back kind of far, so it's kind of hard to tell what's a V8 and what's a V6, but there's a pretty big gap in between there. I see a coil pack here, one here, and one here. That's 3 coil packs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spark plugs that I see. Not sure. Is that 2? Yeah, 2 per coil pack, I guess. But I guess that's a V6 car. If we look on the bumper, it usually says Z28 right in this area right here. And we don't see any of that. So just a standard V6 Camaro, 1999 V6 Camaro. The body's in pretty good shape though overall. The interior's okay. That's up at the $750 now. It's a live bid. And right here is where it would say Z28 as well. So this is just a V6 Camaro, no big deal. But $750 right now is a bid. $825. It just jumped up there a little bit more. $900. It's going. Some people are looking at it. It's like $1,200 with auction fees right there at the bottom. So there it goes.
Next on the block.
$900 bid. $1,200 with auction fees on that one. So $900 brings you like $300 worth of auction fees. So always keep the auction fees in mind, but man, look at those tires. It's been marked and marked and marked and marked and marked several times. It's like
new bidder.
They have to mark them each and every time. And if you roll it around a little bit, they'll just keep marking it until apparently you miss a day. And it should be like straight up and down right here. So they just kept moving it around. But you miss a day, they come with a tow truck and they come and get your stuff eventually. So I don't know what happened to this one. And it's got all these markings, like 10 markings on it, all around the tire right here. So it was definitely set on a street somewhere, and somebody just they didn't move their car. So that really makes me think that this one has some issues with the engine or something in here. But besides that, I mean, the body's nice. It could just be a fuel pump or something. Who knows? I mean, nice body all the way around for $1,200. I guess
new bidder.
It would definitely be worth the risk of getting this one and seeing if you can make that work for you. Okay, so that was the last car that we're going to look at today. There's a few more left, but nothing interesting. The Camaro, probably the last thing we had to look at that was, worth buying. Everything else is, wrecked. So that is the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Impound Auction. They have that auction every Thursday. They usually have about 100 cars. This time they had 200 cars. Really, really good inventory today. If you're into that sort of thing. Not everybody's into fixing up some old crashed up cars, but there is a lot of money to be made. It's almost tax season time. Get out there and get your cars and make some money. So that is going to wrap it up for this episode of Street Rat Garage. Until next time.